Hey everybody at YouTube, Ian here with Redline, redlinestands.com. Wanted to show you a new rotisserie that Titan just came out with. Titan's been making automotive lifts for quite some time, and they make a pretty beefy automotive lift. Well, lo and behold, they came out with a rotisserie, and it's a pretty nice unit. It's got a lot of cool features to it. Going to show you a little bit about how it's constructed and a couple of things that are a little bit unique to everything else that is out there. So without further ado, let's zoom on in and have a closer look. At the business end of the Titan rotisserie, it operates very simple. You've got a cam lock mechanism right here that is spring mounted, so you just turn it this way. It pulls the bar back out of place. That way the entire assembly can now rotate. And so if I wanted to pin it at an angle, all I do is pop that back into place, and this is a spring-loaded mechanism that sets the car to the angle that you want it at. I do like that when you're done with your bars for your jack, there's holders built into the rotisserie to hold the units. On any rotisserie, a balancing system is of the utmost importance to be able to adjust the T-carriage up and down in order to get the center of gravity in line with what I like to call the rotating axis right through here. That way you're technically rotating the car instead of raising and lowering the car. Titan gives you a great big thick steel threaded block right here, as long as a threaded machine rod, and then of course up on the top here you've got a handle, and all you got to do is sit there and turn that handle and raise that vehicle up and down. When you get it to where you finally want it, you just lock these bolts into place. The arms of the Titan rotisserie are pretty beefy, heavy-duty arms. You have a look there at the thickness of the tubing. Nice thick tubing. You've got two jam nuts welded to the tops of each side of that arm. You've got a hole drilled out here on the end to go ahead and mount the vehicle right up to the rotisserie. Pretty standard rotisserie arm, nice and beefy. Another feature I do like about this rotisserie is this roller assembly right here on the front. If I were to take this this bar that operates the jack and lower it, you'll notice this roller rolling as it goes down. Very important, because that allows this unit to not bind as you're trying to lower the vehicle. Titan gives you a pin that you just slide through right here when you get to your desired height. Lower it down onto that pin. That way you're not relying on hydraulic pressure to hold the car up. And then on the back side you got a couple of big jam bolts right here just to give you some extra rigidity. Also would like to point out that down here at the base where our threaded rod meets the T-carriage, you have bearings right here to make sure that this thing rides nice and smooth. So if I were to start turning here on this threaded rod, it starts lowering that T-carriage, and it does so nice and smoothly, doesn't bind thanks to those bearings. One neat feature that Titan has come out with that nobody else has there, and this is a feature that's only found on the Titan rotisserie, is this optional accessory you can buy. It's a set of 4 stabilizer bars, and all it does is basically kind of widen out the base of the lift. And in the event that you had a catastrophic event where the car was turning over, and let's say that you had it very poorly balanced and it swung over very, very quickly on you, a set of these arms might very well save your day. They're stabilizer bars. Taking them on and off is the biggest nothing you ever saw. Turn that right there, pull the arm off. You can see that the arm just slides right inside of the rotisserie base. Clamp it right back on. Extra peace of mind for not a lot of money. Titan also gives us these massive casters as standard equipment, which is great. All 4 of the larger outside wheels come with wheel locks. The 2 smaller inside casters do not. Operated just like a pretty traditional wheel lock. Push it down. Little lock right there comes down and locks on the wheel. Very nice large casters as standard equipment. I want to take an opportunity to kind of show off the construction of the Titan rotisserie. Nice big thick tubing, good looking powder coat finish to it. All of the welds on the unit I was pretty impressed with. Didn't find anything that I felt like I needed to grind it down and redo it. Pretty nice solid construction of the entire unit. Another look at the rotisserie here from the back side of the unit. Shown, of course, here with the optional stabilizer arms. As with any rotisserie, of course, you have several sections of telescopic tubing in the middle, jam nuts, so that you can adjust it pretty much as far inward or as far outward as you could possibly want to go. Titan's got some optional accessories. Here we've got a set of, one of their unibody brackets. These, of course, come in a pair. You're going to work on a unibody car. You drill a couple of holes here in your mounting plate to go right up against your unibody mounts up near the firewall. Slide them right over to the arms, lock the nuts in place, and you got unibody brackets. Also, as optional equipment are a set of leaf spring adapters. Some manufacturers out there with Auto Toiler, I know, like to do several different options of offset, and they'll have different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of offset. The Titan adapters here for leaf springs just have a fixed offset, and of course they slide right over the arm, just like you would be accustomed to with any of the adapters. And then we've also got Titan's valence brackets, another optional accessory, constructed the same size thick tubing, just something to get you on your way quickly without having to do much fabbing. Your hydraulic jacks on this unit are a manual operation, operate just like any typical hydraulic jack. Turn on the little valve down here to let them down. I will mention that though Titan does not offer an air-assisted cylinder option for this unit, this is a very standard hydraulic jack, and a lot of folks out there sell hydraulic cylinders with an air motor on them, so it's very easy to swap out one of these things with a air-assisted motor in case you were trying to use this thing in an industrial setting and speed up your work. Well, guys, that's the new Titan 4,500-pound automotive restoration rotisserie, 4,500-pound capacity, of course, that is. You can see it at our website, redlinestands.com. You can give us a shout at 901-351-4764 to order. As always, when you order one of these units and it comes in, make sure to inspect your freight, make sure it's not damaged, make sure all the pieces are there. If something looks wrong, give us a call before you sign for anything. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business.